Hi, my name is Gary Brown, and I'm a mortgage agent. On Monday, October the 3rd, the Canadian government introduced some rule changes to the mortgage industry in Canada, and anyone that is in the so-called high ratio category of borrower, so if you're making a down payment that is less than 20% of the purchase price of the house, then you're impacted by this rule change. And specifically, all borrowers in the high category, the high ratio category, after October the 17th of this month, they will be subjected to what's called a stress test. Now, the stress test means that your application is being checked against the Bank of Canada's interest rate to determine your ability to handle the possibility of future interest rate rises. The Bank of Canada rate currently is 4.64%. Now, that's not the market rate, and ultimately you would be approved for the market rate. But the Bank of Canada rate being significantly higher will cause you to qualify for a smaller principal and interest payment. Now, this drives a ratio that's called the gross debt service ratio, and that's the final determination, really, of how much money you can borrow. So the consequence of this rule change is that people who put down less than 20% of the purchase price of a house will be qualified for less money after the 17th than they previously would have been qualified for. So people in this category will only be able to buy homes that are of lower price than would have been the case prior to the 17th of October. So there is a very specific impact on everybody that falls into this category. I'm sure there are going to be additional responses to the changes that have been introduced by the government. So I can only suggest stay tuned.